Hello everybody, SlimKirby here, and welcome to my new Let's Play. As you can see, I'm starting a new series on this channel, a game in a series that I haven't touched yet in any way, shape, or form. Going to be playing the game Overcooked. This is a game that came out a couple, maybe even several years ago, actually. I didn't actually get to play this, though, until really last year when I was introduced to this game by my good friend Queen Lady Bowser, also known as Bowser 2 Queen. And, you know, she first introduced this game to me, and I honestly got pretty hooked on it, like, almost immediately. It's a very fun, not just co-op multiplayer game, but it's also just a great kind of arcade-styled game as well. And, you know, I've been playing it a lot over this last year, and I finally decided, you know what? I think it's time that we finally actually do this series for the channel. So, yeah, I'm going to be playing the first Overcooked game. I'm playing it on Steam, but you can honestly get this game anywhere. You can probably get it on every single one of the current-gen consoles. I first played this on Switch, but I am playing the Steamed version for this playthrough, just because... as far as what I've heard, this is the most stable version of this. You can also experience the first Overcooked game through the all-you-can-eat compilation game, which basically has all the levels of Overcooked 1, Overcooked 2, and all of the DLCs from both games. My only issue with that is apparently the all-you-can-eat version is very bugged. At least it is on Switch. And, I don't know, I just kind of felt like for this first playthrough, kind of doing the OG version, just kind of felt more right, and that's why I'm essentially doing this version. But yeah, unfortunately it is just going to be me. I do think that this game does honestly shine the most, though, in co-op. So if you ever have a chance to play this game cooperatively with people, definitely do it, because it's a lot of fun. And, you know, if you're having trouble with some levels, you know, getting someone else on board to basically half the load of the stuff you have to do definitely helps. But yeah, for this playthrough, I'm just going to be focusing on the campaign mode. After we finish, I'll check out the Lost Morsel and Festive Seasoning DLC packs. So we'll do those after the fact. But, yeah, we're just going to really just jump right into this. I don't think I have to really do anything here. I'm gonna clear my save just in case. It shouldn't affect anything, don't worry. I mean, I haven't really... I've played this Overcooked 1 campaign a couple of times now. This is the first time I'm doing it on this file, obviously, but I'm pretty familiar with what you have to, like, you know, what you're gonna have to expect from this, so I'm really not too worried about it. But yeah, let's just jump right into campaign mode. We have characters we can select. We'll have a lot more. We'll unlock a lot more characters as we go throughout the game. I'll start with Blue Glasses guy, because blue. In the not-so-distant future. Oh, well. There you go, guys. That's what you have to look forward to in a few months. So yeah, looks like the apocalypse is currently going on. Well, this is it. The end of times. The beast is approaching, and so we must act. You are all that stands between the Onion Kingdom and total annihilation. Arf. Kevin is right. We must work together to feed the beast. Did you feel that? Oh, God. It's the beast. And he's hungry. The Ever-Peckish has awoken. We must act quickly. Quickly, pick up an ingredient with your A button. Good show. Now take the lettuce to the chopping board. Yes, that's it. Now the lettuce must be chopped. Use your X button. And then you can press the LB button to, or your bumper buttons to basically switch to your different characters. So yeah, this is basically what Overcooked. It's basically, you know, you're in a restaurant, you're trying to fulfill orders for your customers, quote unquote. And yeah, that's basically what this is. You can probably tell that this is where the game definitely shines when it comes to you know, multiplayer, because obviously I have to control both characters at once, and as a result, you know, like, if I'm not doing something with one character, I have to basically wait till the other character finishes something before I switch back to them. And that's where this can be kind of complicated, playing this as just one person. Definitely doable, but, you know, it definitely does take a lot of coordination and, you know, just kind of getting used to each of the stages and what you have to do for each of the stages. Another thing that's actually really cool is if you play this multiplayer, not only do, like, you know, you have to worry about, you know, switching that much, but I think when you have, like, 2 human players controlling, like, the speed of your actions also, you know, gets a lot faster as well. So, like, chopping stuff, for example, doesn't take as long when you're, you know, only using one person. Let me get another lettuce here. So that's another thing. But, like, if you want to get, like, good scores and stuff, the score thresholds will at least be a little nicer to you if you are just using one person. Like, there's, like, 3-star rankings you can get for each of the stages. And thankfully, like, if you're using one person, the scores are a lot more lenient in terms of, like, getting, like, 3 stars and everything. Come on, can I get this in time? Nope. It's no good. The beast cannot be satisfied. Well, of course, we were just feeding it salad. I mean, salad's good, but it's not super filling. Quickly, into the time portal. But yeah, those are essentially the basics of Overcooked gameplay. Just, you know, making recipes. As you get more recipes throughout the game, like, some things will obviously require, you know, additional steps. There might be more ingredients, different ways of cooking, but you know, it'll all depend on, like, what exactly you have to make for those, you know, specific levels in mind. Greetings, friends. It is clear to me now that you are not ready to take on the beast. Your cooking skills were lacking and your cooperation was woeful. I think I did pretty good. That is why I have brought you back to the year 1993. You must strike out into the Onion Kingdom. Travel far and wide, hone your skills, master the ancient art of cooking. Only then will you be ready to save this world from its dark future. Be brave, my friends, and good luck. So you can talk to him again to get a refresher. Unfortunately, you can't pet the dog. You can in All You Can Eat. Again, the compilation version and any future versions of this game, but you can't pet the dog in this game, unfortunately. But yeah, let's go on. So as you can see, we got 3 stars from that level. Even though they said that our cooperation was woeful, we still got 3 stars. So in your face, Onion King. But yeah, this is the overworld map. You can go to the house to get a refresher for what the story is going on, but for the most part, you just kind of advance and complete levels. That's really all this is. So I guess we'll go ahead and just continue on. I'll try to make, like, every video at least 20 minutes, around 20 minutes, so we'll do as many levels as we can. I don't know if I'll go for all 3 stars in every level or not. I might attempt to, but there are definitely some levels that get really, really difficult. I'm looking at you, random level in World 5, but again, we'll get to that later. But yeah, let's go ahead and get going with level 1-1. And you actually see, like, the scores you need to get 3 stars. You only need 60 points, which is really, really not that bad. But yeah, let's do this. So today we're making soup. How to make basic soup. Basically, to make soup, you need to cut basically 3 copies of one ingredient and then put it into the pan, or the cooking pot, or whatever you want to call it. So that's basically what we're going to do. So we're going to make some soup. And I will say right now, get used to soup recipes, because there are a lot of frickin' soup recipes in this game. Or a lot of soup levels, I mean. So there's going to be a lot of soup going on here. So there we go. I'm still going to go ahead and keep chopping here, because I Again, I have to wait for this anyway. Now for this one, for example, after I get done with here, I don't need to put that in. So I'm going to go ahead and get this turned in. Let's go ahead and I'll make sure that guy puts in both of those. But there is a very important step that we'll have to start doing in a lot of these levels. Not in every level. There are some levels where it does it automatically for you. But in some levels, we'll have to do the dishes. So, like right now, I'm going to go ahead and actually work on that while I'm doing this. This is about done, so I'll go ahead and get that. Another thing you have to watch out for is once the cooking finishes, if you wait too long, you can actually burn your ingredients or burn what you're making. So you have to make sure that you get your stuff into a plate as quickly as possible. Otherwise, you could be regretting that. And if things do catch on fire, you do have a fire extinguisher right there. So should be able to take care of it. But yeah, we're gonna get our third star pretty quickly here. Yeah, as you can see, it's warning you that it's about to burn. So when you see that exclamation mark, get moving. Get your butt moving. Didn't put that in there, but that's fine. I'll have you take care of that. There are a lot of other different skills and things you can do to kind of be more efficient. I'll definitely try to cover those as I go throughout here. But I'm going to say it right now, I am not the master of this game or the master of doing this all by myself. I'm sure I'll definitely make mistakes. This is not going to be a perfect playthrough by any means, but, why does it have to be? It could just be me wanting to demonstrate this game and how to play it. That's really all it needs to be. Okay, so... Oh, wait, no, I wanted to get one more. We can probably do one more soup at least. I will have to wash that plate, though. Oh, this is going to be close. I may not actually get this done. Especially after I do that. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to actually get this in here in time. Oh, actually, you know what? Can I... This is going to be very close. Nah, not quite. Still, though, we got more than double the 3-star score, so we're more than fine. So yeah, you basically get a fixed amount of points for what you turn in, but also depending on how fast you get the order in. As you can see, at the top left where your orders are, each order will have a green timer thing that basically tells you how long you'll get before you fail the order, before the customer's I don't want this anymore. So you have to try to make sure that you get the order done before then. You can't be too slow, basically. So, if you want to get high scores, obviously, instead of, in addition to just doing things fast, you also need to just, do things quickly as well. Or just, not only do you want to get as many orders as possible, you want to do it fast. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I got a new character. I'll change characters every video. I'll try to do that because we should be unlocking characters pretty regularly at this point in the game. So let's go ahead and start with level 2. Looks like we need 80 points for this one. Oh, you can actually change your character here. Yeah, I'll change to you. Why not? And as you can see, right now, things are starting to get a little more complicated. Not only do we have, a different soup now, but we also have pedestrians we have to watch out for. So, as you can see, the game is definitely getting more complicated. But in a very good way. Again, I think this game is honestly, pretty fantastic. With just the general idea and concept of this game, I think is really, really good. And it's just a fun little, kind of arcade game of sorts that you can just kind of mess around with and have fun with. If you have friends you can play this with, it's definitely a good game for that. Just, a lot of good things. I guess I'll put this in. Boom, boom. Boom. Tomato. Okay, you're obviously going to turn this in. After I turn this in, I'm also going to try to grab a dish to wash as well. Boom. Put this in here. And see, we're after this order, I think we're already going to be at the 3-star score, so... okay, don't want you to burn. That's fine. Put you over here. Let me get another onion. Make sure I grab the plate that's over here, too. Okay, but another onion. So you really have to pay attention to your orders. It could have just given me another tomato, and I could have kept going back and forth, but as you can see, nope. It's like, hey, the onion soup is really popular, and my god, there's a third one. I'll be honest, I would personally order tomato soup over onion soup. I'm not really a fan of either, if I'm being honest. Like, I'm not really big on soups, and I don't really know why, because... soups are honestly, would be pretty good for you to have like just a nice light meal, and sometimes it can be like pretty filling, even if it does seem like it'll be a light meal. But yeah, I'm not really a huge soup guy, but if I had to pick one, it would, you know, more than likely be a tomato soup over an onion soup, definitely. Let me get this as well. Get tomatoes going. We can probably do a couple more soups before this level wraps up. Can you hurry up, please? Okay, if that happens, you can also just take it off the burner if you're worried about, you know, things obviously burning or something. Okay, go here, do this, do this. One other thing you can do, and I'll showcase this here. You can also have 2 people chopping one ingredient. That can make the timer go a little faster when you're chopping. I kind of mentioned that. This is like the speed it would normally be for one person if you play this like multiplayer, for example. Okay, let me get another mushroom going before I turn this in. Also, I'm really glad my controller's working pretty well for this. Not only did I have to get a new controller for this game, because I have such bad luck with PC controllers, but I was having some issues like controlling this properly. It just felt weird compared to how it controls on Switch, because I'm so used to playing the Switch version for so long. But honestly, it ends. I think it's okay. You know what? I'm probably not gonna have time for this onion, so we're not gonna worry about it. Instead, I'm just gonna spray these pedestrians with fire extinguisher. Because that sounds like a good thing to do, I guess. So yeah, we actually went above and beyond on that one. We got 20 orders in, which is... oh, no, we got 8. The orders were worth 20. My bad. Still, though, yeah, that's a really good score. We had to get only 80 for the 3-star, and we definitely went above and beyond with that. Okay, I think I'll do one more level. After this level, we will definitely stop the video, though. And as you can see, like... we needed 4 stars to unlock this level. So, as you go through the game, you might have to redo some stages and get a better score to get better unlocks. But I think it's pretty reasonable with the scores you have to get. So you should never really be struggling too much on that. But yeah, let's do level 1-3. So the gimmick for this level, I believe, is that the tables are going to be switching... the tables that are the vertical tables are going to be like kind of swapping from time to time. So that's going to be a big thing with that. We're not seeing it yet, obviously, but it'll definitely become a thing very, very soon. We don't know which one we're making yet. Onion. Okay, do this, do this. Oh, yep, see? It's already doing it. So, as a result, you'll have to kind of, like, make it so you kind of move around and do some... actually, no. Little maneuvers like that to kind of keep this moving. Put that in. Get the mushroom going. I'm trying not to, like, because sometimes you can bump into your, like, other player. And if you do that, that can be, obviously, costly. Okay, I have to turn it from this side. Okay, so you have a mushroom. Boom. Put the mushroom here. And if you ever mess something up, or if like you chop the wrong ingredient, and you don't need that ingredient or anything, you can just throw it away in the waste basket. Okay, there we go. This heap. Maybe not the most efficient way of doing this, but you can also do stuff like this if you want to just like kind of overly prepare, so you don't have to keep running back and forth. Obviously, this is a level where you don't have to worry about cleaning dishes, which always lovely when that happens. Definitely very, very based when that happens. Okay, this is definitely not the most efficient way of doing this, but I think we're still going to get the score no problem. Don't worry, he can put the thing on. This wasn't on the burner yet. There we go. Put that in. I think the tables are going to probably swap here in a minute. That's why I'm kind of waiting. No, I don't need the fire extinguisher. That's a little annoying, but that's fine. Okay, you chop this, or you chop this. I'll have you turn this on. See, I can also put like a plate over here to get ready for when that actually becomes relevant. Shoot. See, like right there, I kind of switched too soon. Lot of little control optimizations for this game, definitely. Actually, hold on. We might be able to get this mushroom soup in. I think we can. I think we can definitely. We only need one more. All I have to do is just give them to here, to here. I'll put a plate to get this ready. Keep you over here. Ooh, this might be close. There we go, and there we go. Let's even turn in a blank plate for no reason. Now, the thing is, you can break your combo. There's like... Actually, maybe there's not a combo system for this game. But, like, there essentially, in future games, there's like a combo system where you want to get orders done, like, in order as you get them. And obviously doing stuff like putting in an empty plate, for example, that will not be helpful for the combo, but I don't think you have to worry about this in this version. There's a lot of things that are that are just you know, not in this version, but I'm so used to them being things because I've played Overcooked 2 and then All You Can Eat before this original OG version. So yeah, new level. We unlocked a new level, new competitive level. I think this is probably for like versus mode or something. Which I would show that off if I had like a way and someone I could do this with. It's not online, unfortunately, as far as I know. But I have to use something like Parsec to get it to work. But that's neither here nor there. Either way, we got that City 1 level unlocked. And we also get a new chef. We actually get a cat character too, which is kind of cool. Maybe we'll play as them next. We'll have to see. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this first episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of Overcooked. I'm honestly really looking forward to playing this for you guys. I think this will be a really fun weekend project. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Later, folks.